What's up everyone, welcome back, and this is Oscar Yana, and today I'm going to be telling you the pros and cons of traveling in Tanzania. Anyway, I think so many people have done this video, but literally upon my view I think it's going to be a different one, and I hope you're going to enjoy it. So number one, moving from one place to another. Tanzania has got more than seven transport system. If you really don't know them, you don't have to worry. I did a video special for that it's actually telling you all the 7 transport and more about Tanzania. If you haven't seen it, go check on my channel or subscribe. There's more coming up. And the other thing is cost effectiveness. Now if you're actually from another country, especially USA and European countries, you guys, your currency is a little bit high. So when you compare to our currency, I'm sorry to say this, but this is just the truth, that our currency is low. So if you have, like, for example, 100 Tanzanian shillings, or even some of the Asian countries like China's currency is a little bit high, when you come here you can use that, and you even find yourself using it for the whole month. If you don't know the cost of living in Tanzania, make sure to check my channel, because I have that video special for that. Number 3 is people are friendly. So in Tanzania it's kind of different from other countries. You can stay in one place and you'll find, like, if you are in one side and your neighbor is on the other side, you guys can be like not even talking, totally not talking for a year or more than 1 year. But here in Tanzania you can get friends very easily. You should also be careful, because some people, they're not really that friendly to you, or they might be friendly because they want something from you. So you should be kind of like you have to be smart about this, because you can get a lot of people who are friends and sometimes they might not be that much of the friend, and you're gonna end up in a bad way. So let's go to number 4. Number 4, the fourth thing is that in Tanzania it's a country that is made of 2 places, that is Tanganyika and Zanzibar. Now so many people don't know about that, and I'm gonna make it very short right now to explain it to you. Tanganyika is this side of Tanzania that you guys call Tanzania, and Zanzibar is the other side, which is also made of 2 things, that is Unguja and Pemba. Now so many people will go to Tanzania and they'll think that they have gone to Zanzibar, and they're going to Unguja and Pemba, and they've also gone to Tanganyika. Am I getting you confused? Listen, let me get it straightforward. Tanzania is made of 2 places, that is Tanganyika and Zanzibar. That is first thing that you need to know. Other details I'll be telling you in another video. So very straightforward is that when you come to Tanzania, there is literally Zanzibar you can visit. It's really nearby. It's part of this Tanzania. So if you didn't know that, thank you, and you'll be blessed too. So I know that's something new to most of you. And the other thing is, let's go to the 5th thing without wasting your time. The 5th thing is there are a lot of places that you can stay. What I mean is, for example, if you want to travel from one place to another, most of the people really do like to book. For example, they will book a hotel and they will book a place to stay. But my good advice, if I actually sneak peek for you, one of the advices that I gave on my video of the cheap travel video, if you want to know one of the things that I told you guys, is literally, if you haven't seen that video, you should check it out first, because it has a lot of things. What I mean is, one of the things is you need to know that if you stay in a hotel and if you stay in a guest house, the guest house is a little bit cheap. Now a lot of people really want to stay in the hotel. Of course, it's not a bad thing. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. It is not a bad thing. You can go to the hotel, but you have to know it's very expensive. Now from my experience of traveling cheap, I've been using guest houses and I haven't lost anything, and I haven't been having any problems with them. So those people right there who are going to hotels, hey, what are you really trying to tell us? What I'm saying is, you're going to a hotel and it's very expensive and you want to travel cheap. I don't know what you're trying to discover over there. Like on the hotel, they'll give you the food, the environment is good. Yes, I get that. But we who actually want cheap travels, we don't need all that. We just need to go to one place to another and then have a night stay for 1 night or 2 nights, just for the stay and our safety. Only that. For those guys who really want to like luxurious travel, I'm saying that I am sorry. I'm not being bad about that, but anyway, those are the 5 things that are actually pros in traveling to Tanzania. So now I'm going to be telling you the cons of traveling to Tanzania. Number 1, language barrier. Now when your entrance is actually through the airport or the border, you will find people who really speak English like very well, like they will understand you totally. Unless you don't speak English, then you have a problem too, because if you don't know English, and literally English is not the first language, but yes, it's a language that you should really know. So most of the people at the border, at the airport, they really speak good English, and even inside there are some people who really speak good English or well understand English. Now so many of them, they really are educated, but their English is not that good. So one of the things that you should know is language barrier is another problem in our country. So I'm really sorry to say so, but language is another problem. So you better go and get some Swahili language, write that down and tell me that you really want to know some Swahili, and I'll teach you just in one day. I'm giving you that you'll be able to learn like all the basics of Swahili, and you'll thank me for that. Number 2, public camera issue. When I say public camera issue, what do I mean? Exactly. What I mean is the same problem, the public camera that is not allowed in public. Do you get the point? Public cameras are not allowed. Wait, does it make sense? No, I mean like cameras are not allowed in public. Oh my god, what am I even saying? Yes, cameras are not allowed in public, as in not all places that you can go just with your camera and start recording yourself or recording anything. It's not that way. I don't know if in other countries they don't allow that, but literally this is a big problem that I really don't really like it, because I've seen some of the places that when you go and like you try to record yourself like the way we people who like making videos do, people will come to you, hey, why are you recording me? Like they'll be bugging you, and that really happens. I've seen even other people talk about that problem, but that is a very big problem here in our country. Like I don't know, so many people are illiterate about cameras and all that stuff. So if they see you recording yourself, they'll be like, you have to pay me because you're recording me. Hey, I'm recording myself. What's the point of that? So I think one of the problems that you should be aware of, like, it's camera public issue, public camera issues. I don't know how to put that. Do you know really? I don't know even how to put it for real. Like I don't know how to put that. So let's go to number 3. Number 3 is currency issue. Now what I mean by currency issue, most of the shops in Tanzania, like most of the local shops, they do not accept US dollars and your currency. So one of the things that you should be aware is use Tanzanian shillings to buy anything. So if you are literally there and thinking like, you got money, but your money is not in Tanzanian shillings. In our country, we don't accept your money if it's not Tanzanian shillings. So better convert it and come to the shop. We're gonna sell you some goods, sell you some biscuits. So let's go to problem number 4. So number 4, literally people don't really understand this. Do you think that the BRT issues, oh my god, what am I saying? What I mean is public transport issues. Yes, public transport issues. I'm addressing to all those people who are watching, leaders. I don't know, you should work on the BRTs. Like the BRTs should be worked on, because literally there are a lot of BRT buses, but they are not working. Yes, they are not working. I've seen them. Everyone knows about that. They're not speaking though. I don't know, they're scared, but that's the truth. Like the BRT buses, there are a lot of them just parked over there. They're not working. I don't know if they don't have buses, or if it's just they're not working, or it's they don't have drivers. I don't know, but I don't care. What I care is we need to have more. Literally, I showed a video and I showed how much congested it could get inside the BRT, especially in the evening. And I was really like, it's not fair. Like what I'm saying, I don't want to use a Bolt. I want to use the public because it's cheap. But then here it comes, the public that I'm saying that it's cheap, it's really congested with people. I've even seen someone saying that in other countries it's the same, but I think in our country that's too much. If you really saw that video very well, and I'm really sorry for those guys who I recorded them in the bus, but I was just trying to show you like that public, especially in the evening, they call it Mondokasi, by the way. It is good we have Mondokasi, but I don't know, it's getting too much congested, especially in the evening. Like we should have some space inside there, not the way it is congested. And that is actually even a little bit, there is more than that. I'll show you. Number 5 problem. The other problem that we get in Tanzania if you travel here, it's online payment. Now if the online payment was really easy, like in Tanzania, like I've seen in Kenya, you don't have to walk with money. You just walk with your phone and you just scan and you pay. That's done. I've seen that there is M-Pesa, there is Tigo Pesa, but they are not united. We can't have so many lines in like in one phone you have Tigo Pesa. Those are like, for example, if you're just wondering, M-Pesa and Tigo Pesa, they're just like eBay and like eBay payment or Apple Pay, or in China we have Alibaba, Alipay actually. So things like that. Now if you're in Tanzania, the online payment system is really like a knockoff. Like, when you mean a knockoff, is like it's dead. Like, it's there, but it's like it's very complicated to use. It's not intuitive. I don't know in other countries if they really see things like this, and they should come and help us, because our people have failed to create those apps. And if they create them, guess what? Scams. They are scams for real. Like, I'm not saying they're all bad, but what I'm trying to say is they're not working. They're not promoting them. Nobody's using them. Do you know why they're not using them? Because they don't trust them. They didn't make us trust them. That's the fact, because there are a lot of scams online. Sorry. So I don't know. Those are the cons actually you should know about traveling in Tanzania. So I hope you guys have literally known something out of this, and I hope you have enjoyed this video. And there'll be more videos about Tanzania in my channel, in Creative Kibole. So if you want to know more about Tanzania and the way to travel cheap and a lot of intuitive things about Tanzania, be sure to subscribe, because I have a lot of videos coming up. Until me next time, guys, peace out and bye bye. See you next time. Bye. Stay in guests. Yes, that's something that you should know. I know a lot of people really like to stay in like hotels and stuff. When you stay in a hotel, you're gonna pay more, and you don't want to be like using out of money. Where do you go else? You have a relative, go to the relative, stay there, like the way I did when I was in Morogoro going to Udzungwa. Stay there. The next day go for your travel. The next day go to your travel. During the day, then evening you could come back. That's something. Now